did by Stephanie for one-on-one with Stephanie. Stay tuned. Hi guys, welcome to another exciting edition of One-on-One with Stephanie. I'm your girl, Stephanie Jumbo. Today I am super excited. I have got a very special guest. As you know, I'm known for bringing you special guests. Today I have an extra special guest. I call her extra special because she wowed the audience and the judges with her blind audition at The Voice. If you remember, if you live in Australia, remember that soulful voice that made you turn around while you were doing your dishes. She's got this voice that is very captivating. Very privileged to be sitting next to her right now. I think Australia and the world at large needs to hear what you have to offer. She's very young, very talented. I need to stop all the introduction and talk to her directly. Hello. First of all, I want to make sure I can pronounce her name. Help me, everyone. Welcome. Thando. Did I get that right?
Easy. Yeah, that's perfect.
How are you?
Very good.
I love all the colors going in. Tell me a little bit about it.
I just threw it all together. Didn't realize I was wearing 3 different prints, but I guess it's an interesting disaster, but I really like it. So
everything works with you, Thando, so there's no point talking about it. Let's talk about you when growing up. You have 3 sisters.
Yes, I do.
And you grew up in a family where music was allowed. I remember when you were a little girl, your father bought you your first piano.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, basically my parents knew that I really loved singing because I was just doing it around the house all the time. And they decided, just as a hobby, to buy me a guitar and buy me my first piano. So I started teaching myself how to play and started writing songs. But I guess they didn't expect me to pursue it as a serious career. So they're the beginning of it. But I don't know. It was a little bit difficult in my teen years to convince them that this is what I want my career to be.
Typical African parents. They want you to go to school first before you fall back to whatever your hobby is, which is a good thing. Yeah. I think they're looking ahead to know. And I know you're studying as well.
I am. Yeah, I'm doing business management for the entertainment industry, so it can go both ways. If my music doesn't work out for me, I know that a majority of the money in music, so I can support myself, comes from management. So I'll be able to give some of my skills to someone else and manage someone's career. So
that's very smart. Very smart. Let's talk about you and The Voice. When I'm not one of those people that I'm not glued to my TV 24/7. But when I read your profile, when I listened to you sing, there's just something about you that is, I think everybody, I don't know how to say it, but how was that experience like for you?
It was crazy. It was so out of body experience for me. I don't physically remember the experience. I only relive it every time I watch the videos on YouTube, but the whole time I was there it just went over my head. So I don't know, it's very surreal. I never imagined myself to be in that kind of position.
Your sisters were so confident about it.
Oh, they were
backstage shaking their heads and
jumping up and down.
Did you ever think anybody was going to turn around? And if you ever thought someone was going to turn around, was it Kylie?
Well, I really wanted will.i.am. I did. But at that point, I had just kind of told myself, if anyone turns, I'll be so lucky. Because there were so many people that I spent the whole day with before the blind audition. We were singing together and it was so incredible. And I was feeling threatened and I was like, oh my gosh, these people are going to get through. I don't stand a chance. And they would come back without having had a chair turn. So it really brought down my confidence. But as soon as I got on stage, I was like, please, at least just one person turn. So when Kylie turned and then Joel turned, I was like, thank goodness.
An option.
God is looking out for me. Yeah, and then I had the choice, which was really good. But Kylie all the way. Girl power. I still stand by that today. Yeah, absolutely.
Let's talk about how much experience or exposure that has brought into your life.
Yeah, well, it was really good because before I went on the show, I was always looking for an agent. Because being self-managed is a bit difficult, having to sell myself to people and events. But it was really hard for me to get management because I didn't have a profile and I hadn't started building one. But after The Voice, the offers started coming in. So now I actually have representation, which is fantastic. And it's given me lots of opportunities. I sang at the opening season of Melbourne United's basketball game. So that was a Hisense Arena, that was on Channel 10. So, I got an opportunity to keep doing what I was doing and be on TV and create more exposure for myself.
This is one step at a time, and The Voice was almost like a platform. You've been doing this all your life, and you want to keep singing all your life. I'll tell you, one of the songs you did that caught me, got me all wrapped around your feet, will be the song, the one by Emily Sante.
Clown.
Oh.
Funnily enough, this is the same thing I was wearing when I was on stage.
I can see, I can't even
every day.
That
It's
song
so different.
is just, you just brought that song to life. I just can't explain how. You all have to go watch it. Check her out on YouTube doing a cover for Emily Santa. That song was just incredible. I know you just released your single.
I did.
Very excited. Tell us a little about it.
It's a love story. It's girl meets boy, falls in love, tries to convince him to fall in love with her, has to work for it, but eventually he gives his heart to her and they just have a beautiful union. It's just
Because your writing process is it's very, I don't want to say ancient. It's compared to how old you are. The sort of things you write about. It's something someone who's at least 30 or 40 would write about.
Through, yeah.
Well, how do you get inspiration to write most of this, especially that song?
Yeah.
Where did that inspiration come from?
I'm 21. I haven't had a whole bunch of relationships. I know I still have a lot to learn. But I've been in a relationship with my current partner for almost 3 years now. And to me, what started off as two 20-somethings, just dating and seeing wherever it goes. From the day that I met him, I knew in my heart that I want to marry him. And I don't know anyone else my age who ever has that kind of feeling. And even if it's not something that ends up happening in the future, the fact that I've had this feeling, I needed to declare it and I needed to write about it. And I don't feel like I'm writing about a crush. I feel like I'm writing about something that will happen for me. So it's really more retrospective. I'm talking about what's going to happen to me and what has happened.
Has he listened to the song?
He helped me write the song.
He did.
We are partners. We do this together.
Partners in crime, partners in songwriting. That song is just mind-blowing. The tune, the melody, everything about that song, you all have to listen to it. If anyone wants to get a hold of that song, how can they get a hold of it? And what is it called?
It's called Won't You Be Mine. Very easy. Just jump on Spotify, type WYBM. It's the first thing that'll come up. It'll be my face. Otherwise, it'll be on iTunes under Thando.
Say it again. So if you didn't get it, you need to listen to that song. How do people get that song?
On iTunes, YWBM is the name of the song. Or you go on Spotify, same thing. YWBM, which is an acronym for.
I don't even need to ask who your musical influences are, because looking at your arm, the tattoo there, guys, you need to see that. One of my favorite singers. One of my favorite singers.
My mom is going to kill me.
Favorite singers of all time.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's Jill Scott.
That's Jill Scott.
So she must be one of your musical influences. I think you strike me as like, you have her sort of swag. And when you're on stage, you have her swag.
It's really.
Has anyone told you that before?
No, definitely. The comparisons have been made, and my whole mantra is, I want to model my live show from hers. I'm not saying I'm going to copy it because the things that we write about are very different in the way that we execute them. But her whole thing is storytelling and making people relate to your music. And that seriously resonates with me. Even though not everybody that listens to my music will have gone through exactly the same things that I've been through, they always take something away from it that means something to them. And that to me is one step closer to giving people what Jill gives me.
Wealth of knowledge. I have to keep you all intrigued. I probably just have to end this here so we can talk about this later, because I probably would have a part 2 interview with her in some time in the future. This girl has so much. This woman has so much to offer. If you don't know her, check her out on Facebook, YouTube. You have a YouTube page as well. She has a YouTube page, she has a YouTube channel, Facebook channel, Facebook page. I can't even speak. So you have to check her out. Tell us a full name. If anyone wants to follow you on Facebook, they want to like your page, check you out on YouTube, how can they get a hold of you?
On Facebook, it's Thando, so it's THANDO. That's it for Facebook. On YouTube, it'll be my full name, which is Thando Sikwila, my last name, SIKWILA. We'll put a link somewhere for you to find it.
That's it. I've just been having a chat with this beautiful young lady out here. If you think you want to support her in any way, no matter how big, no matter how small, hit your girl up and I will give you all the juicy details you need to hear about her. But for now, we're going to be saying goodbye, and I've been having a chat with a beautiful Thando. You can check her out on Facebook. It is Thando. It's THANDO. As for me, it is one-on-one with Stephanie. Have a wonderful afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Ciao.